How do you even start shopping at Hermes? That place is so scary and so daunting to walk into for the first time. So today's video is all about how do you approach Hermes for the first time. Now I have made a big list of all of my tips of how to go about going into the store for the first time, how to connect with an SA, what to sort of go in thinking, the ideas that you should have when you're first approaching the store, that sort of thing. So I've got a heap of really good tips in this video, so make sure you watch it right to the end so you don't miss anything. For those of you that want to begin an Hermes journey and just not sure how to go about it. You'll have to excuse my voice. I do sound a bit nasally. I actually have the flu at the moment, as I'm sure probably a lot of you do. It's just sort of going rife here in Australia at the moment. Okay, tip number one, do a heap of research before you ever go into the store. I'm talking like websites, blogs, YouTube videos, research about all the different categories that they have, research about the different leathers, the different makeup products, every different thing that they sell, do a little bit of research on just so you have a little bit of a knowledge base. Obviously, you don't need to go in knowing, you know, all the leather colors, all the leather types, you know, everything like that, because I certainly didn't. But you just need to have a bit of an idea before you first approach the store, so you don't walk in, you know, looking a bit silly like you don't know anything about the brand. If you haven't done any research before first going into the store, you'll probably find yourself walking around asking how much things are, picking things up, trying to find the price, and you know, you're gonna look a bit silly. You're gonna look to them, you know, like you just don't have any clue. The idea of Hermes shopping is that you want to sort of have that persona like money is not an issue. That's the way I sort of see it. Obviously, this isn't the gospel. This is just my opinion. But you don't want to go in sort of looking like you're worried about how much things cost and constantly asking, oh, how much is this? How much is that? Because again, that's going to be really frustrating for the SA. And they're gonna feel like you're wasting their time, like you've just come in and you have no idea what you want, how much things are, or anything. You know, they're gonna feel like they have to explain the whole thing to you, and that's annoying. It would be annoying to any of us. My number two tip kind of ties in with my number one, and this is join some high-end Facebook discussion pages. This is where I learned a heap about Hermes before I ever stepped foot in the store. So you can ask a lot of questions. You can search questions on there. You can read people's like discussion write-ups about the brand. More importantly, you can ask for recommendations on these pages. They're usually sort of like a non-judgmental group of people that are into high-end luxury. People are not there to worry about how much things cost or, you know, give you like, you shouldn't be buying that, whatever. So on these pages, they are designed for people that love luxury and want to discuss luxury items without judgment. If you know people on these pages, as I did, I knew people that shopped at Hermes regularly already on the pages, so I felt comfortable to write for recommendations. Can anybody recommend an SA at this particular store, or anyone know of a good SA working there that has helped them, etc. And then you'll find that the more you engage with the group, the more people will be willing to give you, say, their SA's details. Now, along with that, don't name drop. Don't go to the store and say, this person recommended you to me. Don't do anything to embarrass the person that's given you the recommendation, more importantly. Because if you embarrass them or you waste the SA's time, it's a bad look on the person that gave you the recommendation. So in my opinion, just probably don't even say where you got the recommendation. Just approach the store and approach this person and say, oh, hi, I've been given your details, blah, blah, blah. But probably don't say who from. Hello, welcome back to my channel, Billiexluxury, a place where I like to talk about all of my designer and high-end loves. I love to do unboxings, recommendations, reviews for you guys. So if you like watching this sort of thing on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every single time I upload a new video, which is every single week. And make sure you like this video to let the YouTube algorithm know that, you know, it's a good video and to push it out to others. Now, once you have an essay's details, the next thing I suggest is emailing the store, asking for that particular person and trying to line up an appointment with them so that you're not just walking into the store blindly, asking for this person, and they're probably going to be with a customer at the time. So if you can line up an appointment before you ever go in there, that is the best option. The way I did it was emailing the store saying, I've been recommended this essay. I'd be looking to start my Hermes journey. I'm looking for these particular things. I'm interested in these items. Would you be willing to help me? And am I able to make a time to pop in and meet with you? The other thing that I noticed is they won't discuss a wish list via email. You have to go into the store to meet with them to make a wish list. So that's sort of the answer that I got. Make a time, come in and we will discuss it. They're not really interested in knowing about your wish list or anything that you want before you've ever gone into the store and met with them. Mom, baby. Okay, so once you've arranged a time to go in and meet with this essay that you have been recommended, if you haven't been recommended one, then in your email you can say, I'm looking to start my Hermes journey. Are you able to connect me with an essay? So that could also work if you don't have a particular person in mind. Now, when you're going into the store, you need to remember to be really friendly, really polite, and to dress appropriately. Don't dress up, like you don't have to be wearing, you know, crazy makeup and jewelry and most expensive bags and stuff, but you have to look nice. You have to sort of look the part, I guess. Now go in with a clear understanding of what you want to look at today. You don't want to go in and look at the entire store. You need to have something in your mind that you're after, that you sort of go straight towards, that you know a little bit about, and the essay can educate you on that, but you don't want to be going from every different category, you know, and them having to explain things from, it's just annoying. I mean, essays are people too. They don't want their time wasted, and you know, they're just like you and I. You just have to be nice to them, friendly, don't overshare, but sort of let them know, oh, I've seen this, I'd like to look at this today, you know, rah, rah, rah. Do not go in without an understanding of how much things cost. I cannot stress this enough. If you walk in and you don't know the price of things and you say, oh yeah, I'll take that, oh yeah, I like that, and then you get to the counter and it is way more than what you expected, then you're only going to get like bill shock, you're going to feel really regretful, you're going to sort of hate your experience, and you're not going to want to go back. So my point is, know exactly how much things cost or have an idea in the ballpark of. Sometimes they won't have what you want and you'll have to look at something else, but just have an idea in your mind of how much it's going to cost. I always know myself how much things are going to cost before I go in, so I can work it out in my head so I don't look like an idiot standing there with the essay trying to figure out how much this plus this plus this is going to cost. You know, have it already worked out in your head before you even ever go in there. It's very easy to get sort of carried away and persuaded into buying things that you don't necessarily want, that weren't something that you ever intended on buying when you first went in there. So just make sure you sort of stand your ground, only go in there looking for exactly what you are after that day, and try and keep a clear head when you're in there. Hermes is very expensive. Everything is expensive. I feel like a good place to start initially when you are just starting to get to know the brand is either silks, say like a twilly or a square scarf, for instance, or you could start with the beauty. Now, the beauty is the most inexpensive thing that you can buy in Hermes. They make really great lipsticks, blushes, and nail polishes. All these things I own and I really, really like, and I really recommend them. So that's an awesome place to start if you just want to spend a little bit to sort of get a gauge of the shopping experience and see if you like your SA firstly before you then go and spend a heap with them. Beauty is a really awesome place to start. Another really good place to start is the fragrances, but there is a little bit of a downside to this. If you buy them at Hermes, you are paying a premium for them. In Australia, we have a heap of fragrance retailers like Chemist Warehouse, different chemists and things that sell perfumes heaps cheaper than they sell them in the department stores and the high-end boutiques themselves. So with Hermes, you are paying definitely a premium to buy it in there as opposed to buying it from another cheaper fragrance retailer, that a lot of them do also carry the Hermes fragrances. Now, to avoid this, Hermes does have like an exclusive range of fragrances. Sorry, my baby is playing with her toys, pulling them all out. My toddler, I should say. They have an exclusive range of fragrances. They are more expensive. I think they're about like $300-ish in Australian, but they are the ones that you can't buy anywhere but Hermes. So if you don't want to pay a premium for their regular fragrances, you can always take a look at their premium fragrances. When I go into Hermes, I like to look at different things and sort of take a snapshot in my mind of what I like so that I can go home and research it later and see how much it costs. I'm on a budget, most people are on a budget, so this seems to work well for me. I go in with the idea of what I want to buy on this visit so that I can buy that, and then I have something else in mind for my next visit to then go home and research about, watch YouTube videos, watch reviews, research how much it costs, quality, etc. So that's what I like to do. So then I have something in mind for my second visit. My other recommendation is don't ask for things that they don't have in store, because some of these things can take absolute months to come in. Thank you. Some of these things can take months before they come in, and then you have to have the money there available when they're there, when they arrive, to go straight in and buy them. So that can be really stressful. That could not fit into some people's budgets if they don't just have, spare cash lying around waiting for that thing to arrive when it could arrive in 6 months. Do you know what I mean? Also, it doesn't help your relationship with your SA if you want to buy things and they don't have them, and then they don't make any commission out of you for ages, So try and focus on buying what they have in store. If they don't have, say, a particular color of something that you like, but they have another color of the exact same thing, consider buying the one that they have in store then, because it's going to help your relationship with your SA if you're going in and you're actually buying things on the day. On your first visit, try and build a bit of a connection and try and be memorable so that that SA is going to remember you the next time you come in. When you're in there, try and say, I'll be looking at this on my next visit. I'll be back in a few weeks. Make it known to them that you intend on coming back, and you intend on coming back regularly to establish a relationship and build a purchase history. Most people recommend that you visit your SA sort of every 4 weeks-ish, once a month, to make a purchase so that you stay top of mind to them. I probably wouldn't discuss wanting a Birkin or a Kelly or a Constance on the first initial visit. I probably would leave that to maybe the second visit to sort of bring up that conversation after you've already made a couple of purchases prior, so that they don't think, oh, she's only here for a Birkin. Do you know what I mean? Hermes wants you to appreciate and love all of the different categories that they sell, not just the Birkins and the Kellys. And they sell really amazing quality products. I mean, everything that I bought from Hermes has been really beautiful and really amazing and really good quality. So I mean, I'm happy to buy things in different categories. I'm purely not there just for a Birkin or a Kelly, although I definitely want one. But you need to learn to appreciate all of the different categories of things that they sell, not just the leather goods. You guys seem to like it when I do Hermes videos, so I am going to do a bit of a series and touch on all the different categories that you can buy in and certain things that are really good to buy to sort of get you brownie points, as you would say, I guess, to get a Birkin or a Kelly offer. Some well-known categories and some well-known things that you can start off with buying that will definitely help your chances. So stay tuned for that little series that I'm going to do coming up. But hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give it a like. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I upload videos weekly all about, you know, handbags and jewellery and things like that. So I would love it if you would join my YouTube community. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that you know every single time I do a new upload. Have a great day. See ya.